Good morning, kids. We are going to study about the articles, prefixes, and suffixes. So let us study about them today. Articles. You all know that there are three articles: a and the. The two articles which are indefinite articles are a and an. What do these indefinite articles mean? A refers to any one and also means anyone. So we use these indefinite articles in generic sense, not for a particular article, but for something which is indefinite, which has general sense. Whereas the is definite article. When we know about a particular thing, then we make use of the definite article the. So at first, let's take this example. Old man says, Ramesh, bring a chair for me. It will be, bring a chair for me. Okay, father. Not this chair, bring the chair that is near the window. That's the chair I use when I sit in the sun. So, we have used articles, and here you see there are blanks. So, something is missing in the conversation between Ramesh and his grandfather. And we have filled all these blanks, all these missing words with articles. So, what are these? These are all articles. The words a or and are called indefinite articles. We use a or an with singular countable nouns. Remember that when we say a book, we are saying one book. Any book, but it's a one book. So it's a singular countable noun. Okay, we can use a or an only with singular nouns, which are countable nouns, which can be counted. A book, any book. An egg, any egg. An hour, half an hour. Remember here, the sound is vowel sound. That's the reason why we are used an, not a. Though h is there, it's an hour. It's a sound is there. That's a vowel sound. And that's the reason why we have used an. A one-eyed man, v sound is there. A one-eyed man, and that's the reason what we have used article a. An axe, an eagle, an honor, or sound is there, which is vowel sound. That's the reason we have used the article an. A European lady, a European lady. You sound is used there. So you sound is yes consonant sound. It's not a vowel sound, and that's the reason why we have used a. Let's go to the definite article the. The word the is called the definite article. We often use the when a noun is repeated. Father gave me a book. Father gave me a book. The book was interesting. The book which was given to me by father. So when we are referring back to that, he gave me a book. Some book he gave. But that book which my father gave me, that was interesting. So that's the reason why when we are repeating that, then we are using the. So remember at the beginning, when you are just talking general sense, in that case we can use a. Like here, you see here, I saw an eagle flying. Again you are referring. Then soon the eagle that I saw flying, soon the eagle swooped down to catch a hare. Now next sentence you are referring back to the hare, so that's why the hare. However, the hare ran fast enough to escape the eagle. And eagle was referred earlier, so that's the reason why second time it's a becomes a definite one. We know about the eagle which we are talking about, which we had seen. That's why the eagle. So let's go to the examples. Fill in the blanks with a, and, or the appropriately. So let's go to the exercise. Okay. And this exercise you can do it. You can try for it. First you try and I'll tell you the answers for this. Okay. Manish bought a doll for his sister. A doll. Okay. Manish bought a doll for his sister. Now already you have mentioned about doll. So second time when you are referring to that, what should be used? You have to use definite article the. The doll was a gift for her birthday. So gift and that's why a, and next time when you are using again gift, she liked the gift very much. Okay, I hope you understood. Manish bought a doll for his sister. The doll was a gift for her birthday. She liked the gift very much. She bought an ice cream and gave the ice cream to her little brother. She bought an ice cream, and when you are mentioning for the first time, and once again when you are referring back to that, then use the ice cream. Okay. My grandma bought an umbrella. My grandma bought an umbrella and a hat from Singapore. My grandma bought an umbrella and a hat from Singapore. She gave me the hat and gave the umbrella to my sister. So you are referring back to that. Okay. Let's do fourth one and fifth one you can attempt on your own. Okay. I saw a little boy run across. I saw a little boy run across. A car hit. He already referred to the boy. That's why a car hit the boy. I saw a little boy run across. Now you are referring to the boy. That's why the boy. And a car hit the boy. You are referred for car. So that's why once again you are mentioning about it. The car stopped and a man came out of the car. Again, you are referring back to the man. The man phoned for an ambulance immediately. The ambulance arrived in no time. I hope you have understood very clearly. We have seen four examples. Fifth one, you try. Okay, let's go to some of the important rules about the definite article, which is very, very important article. Okay, we use the before any noun when it is a particular one. The listener knows which one we are talking about. I lost the pen which my father gave me yesterday. That particular pen which my father gave yesterday, not any other pen, but that particular pen which my father gave me. So when you are referring back to that, then it's a particular one. Then in that case, we have to use the. Where is the boy who was wearing a blue sweater? So who was wearing a blue sweater? Something that you are referring back. So that's why not any other boy, but the boy who was wearing a blue sweater. That's the reason the has to be used. I want to see the letter which Monica sent you. Which Monica sent you, that letter. That's why the letter, not any other letter. I hope it's clear to you. We use the before superlatives, very important. Whenever we are using, yes, adjective in superlative degree, whenever we are using superlatives, we have to use the. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Mohammed is the tallest boy in our class. I want the best of everything. The best, the tallest, the highest. We use the with ordinals. So when we use ordinals, no numbers, cardinal number and ordinal number. And ordinal, they will tell us about the order. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, the last. In that case, we have to use the. We also say the next and the only one. This is the first time I have seen a rocket. We are the 12th class now. He came to visit me the next day. Shreya is the only daughter of Mr. Thapa. We use the with a noun such as earth, moon, sky, which are only one of its kind. Okay, something unique. The earth, only one of its kind. Then we make use of the definite article the. The earth revolves around the sun. I like to watch the moon and the stars in the sky. Now, in the case of names of rivers, lakes, oceans, mountains, we also use the. Okay, remember if it's mountains, a range of mountains, we use the. The Himalayas lie to the north of Nepal. But in the case of mountain peak like Mount Everest, yes, in the case of Mount Everest, a particular mountain, a range of mountains, yes, the Himalayas, we use the. But if it's a Mount Everest, we'll not use the, remember. The Feva and the Rara are well-known lakes in Nepal. So in the case of lakes also we'll use the. The Bagmati is a very polluted river. So in the case of rivers also we have to use the. And in the case of oceans also we'll use the. The Pacific is the largest ocean. We also use the with names of holy books. The Ramayana, the Quran, and in the case of names of newspapers also we use the. I have read the Ramayana. I saw its picture in the Kantipur Daily. We use the with names of well-known buildings and names of some countries. So it is not that in the case of all countries we use the. India, we don't use the. Pakistan, the is not required. But in the case of some of the countries like the UK, the USA, the People's Republic of China, in that case we use the. Have you seen the Dharara in Kathmandu? So name of the building, the Dharara. In that case also we use the. So let's do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with correct articles. So there are 12 examples. Let's take up 6. Okay. So remaining we can try. Right? Okay. Dash Kosi River originates in Dash Himalayas and flows to Dash Indian Ocean. It's a river, so the Kosi River originates in the Himalayas range of mountains. But if it's individual mountain, we'll not use article the. Like in the case of Mount Everest, we'll not use article the. And flows to the Indian Ocean. Okay, name of the ocean. We have to use the. Mon was the first to arrive. The first, that's a yes ordinal. So ordinal number, that's why we have to use the first. And Sheila was the last. Now here we are referring back to the boy, the particular boy. The boy who is wearing a cap is the best football player in the school team. The boy who is wearing a cap is the best football player in the school team. Now here moon. In the case of moon and earth we have to use the. The moon is a satellite of the earth while the sun is a star. The moon is the satellite of the earth while the sun is a star. Okay. Now Mahabharata, Bible and Quran we have to use the. I read the Mahabharata and the Bible, but I haven't read the Quran. So in the case of holy books also we have to use the. Now in the case of buildings, the White House is a famous building in the USA. The White House is a famous building in the USA. Okay, so the remaining 6 you can try to do it yourselves. Okay, so will you do it? The remaining 6 which are there. Now let us study about prefixes and suffixes. Okay, so this will build up your vocabulary. Root words. A base root word. What is a root word? Let's see here. A basic word to which affixes. So affixes that you are fixing. If you are fixing before the word, that's a prefix. And if you are fixing after that particular word, then it's a suffix. They are added to change its meaning. Okay, root words are helpful for learning the meaning and spelling of a word. Like you take the example of faithful. Which one is a root word there? Faith. So from the word faith, we can make faithful, faithfully, unfaithful. Okay. So prefixes. A prefix is a group of letters or a word that can be added to the beginning of a root word. So what we add at the beginning of a root word, that is a prefix, and what we add at the end of a word, that is suffix. So different prefixes have different meanings. So when you add a prefix to a word, you can change its meaning and make a new word. For example, disappear, dis and appear. Unwell, un plus well. Okay. So let's see some of the examples here. What is the meaning of re means, yes, again. Meaning of is again. So recycles. So once again recycling, doing it. Reuse, once again using it. That's what. Yes, reuse, recycle. Yes, pre means before. Prehistoric. So before the history began, before the we started recording the history. So that particular era, that particular period, that's a prehistoric period. Okay. X. So in the case of X, export. So what is outside, like exit. So in the case of X, then co, together, cooperate, coordinate. Anti, against, antiseptic, antihero. Auto, self. That is the meaning of it. Automatic, autobiography. Cir- Circum, that's a round about. Okay, circumference. By, to, bicycle. Tele, at a distance, telephone. So you are calling up somebody from a distance. So telephone. Trans, across, transport, transatlantic. Pro, supporting, before, in time and place. Program, proceed. Sub, below, submarine, subdivision. Inter, between, among, international. Super, above, over, beyond. Superman, supersize. Over, excessively, overused, overexcited. So suffix, it's a group of letters that can be added to the end of a root word. Okay. So what we are adding after the word, that's a after the root word, that is suffix. Different suffixes have different meanings. So when you add a suffix to a word, you change its meaning and make a new word. Faster, here you are adding sadness, ness you are adding joyful. Yes, you are adding full there. So let's go to the examples here. Ed, so past tense verb, when it is used there we can see there. So here walked. More, when you want to tell, er, faster, fast, faster. Then most, fastest. Superlative degree, when you want to make. Able to be, possible. Miserable. Hood, nouns of state or condition. Childhood, kindness. So in that case we can use it. Okay, let's see some of the examples here. So five examples. First one, in the case of up, upstairs, downstairs, upstream, downstream, uphill, downhill. I think remaining all you can do it. Okay. Upright, downright, and upgrade and downgrade. So similar way, overtake, undertake, overrate, underrate, overestimate, underestimate, overweight, underweight, oversized, undersized. Okay. So it's quite easy, isn't it? And you are learning so many words. You are adding to your vocabulary. Okay. Similar way you can try for this. Prayer, briefly, weak, merrily. Spelling change will be there in the case of merrily. Merrily. Okay. Okay. Let's go to now C now. Cry, cried, cried. Knock, knocked. So you have to add ed there in the case of knock. Touch, touched. Well, exercise 3, 4, I think you can do it. Remaining all exercises, I think that is the tail is untrue. What should be used? Her behavior is quite inappropriate. The red truck disappeared round the corner. Fourth exercise, Okay, draw a box around the prefix. So that exercise you can do it, and similar way you can do fifth one, sixth one, very easy one. Educate, education, distribute, distribution, expand, expansion, and even seventh exercise. Dad bought a new grill which is portable to be taken on a picnic. The sunset we saw over the mountains was beautiful. Okay, do all remaining. Thank you. Goodbye.